Yeah, now am I audible? Can you hear me? Am I audible now? Hello student, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, can you hear me? Am I audible? Okay, thank you. Yes, somebody want to speak? I will allow you at a later on stage that you can talk to me, not now because we have to start the class. Alright? I want to just check that I am audible or not, that's it. Alright? Yeah, we will talk later on, not now. Pratham Jain, we will talk later on. Alright? This is not a podium where we have to talk or something like that. Okay, we have to learn the subject and kindly put down your hands. Don't raise your hand, please. Alright? Or you have to see that can you hear me and am I audible? Am I audible? Tell me once again. Am I audible? Say yes or no. Come on, tell me, just say yes or no now. Because I have to start my class. Some of you said that earlier, yes. Now nobody is giving a reply. Give a reply. Yeah, give a reply. Yeah, can you hear? Yeah. Can you hear now? Am I audible to you all? Say yes or no. Can you hear me, Harshit? Am I audible to you? Priyanshu, Anjali, Sazal? Can you hear my voice? Can you hear? Okay, I am going to start the class. Alright? So what I am going to do is, today I am going to present a board for you, in which I will start my class teaching us say, no. If I am not audible, how will you say that it's a no? Huh? I'm not audible till now? Not audible till now? Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Am I audible now? Okay, let us start now. Some of the person said that I am audible, so please, you should not kindly send me a GRT link which are, okay, that's something else. Okay, alright, let us start now, let us start. Alright, today I am going to present a board to you, alright. I will be writing on this whiteboard, and I will be telling you the first thing is today is related to accounting equation. Accounting equation. This is I am going to teach you now today. Alright? Let us assume that you don't have anything, you don't have a zero knowledge. Okay, you don't know anything about the accounting. But always keep it one thing in mind, that in accounting equation we say that asset is equal to liability plus capital. Alright? Asset is equal to liability plus capital. Now, using this formula, we are going to study the accounting. Okay. Now, what I want to tell you like this is that earlier standard, say that way before the inceptions of an accounting, alright, people don't know anything about say that which to be or what to do with say each of the items. They used to do in this manner only. So this has been taught to basically to say that a layman who does not know anything about it. But you have to keep it one thing in mind. Okay, keep it one thing in mind that you are not the owner. Okay, you are not the owner, but you are writing for the owner, because business doesn't know how to write. Isn't it not? Business don't know how to write. So that means you are going to teach the business how to write over there. For that reason, first you try to understand what is a current asset is. Current asset consists of say stock. Okay, or you can say that stock, or you can say even the inventory. Okay, you can say in a stock or inventory. Then we will take a case of a debtor, and we will take say that bills receivable. We'll take a bills receivable. We will take say that cash. We will take say that bank. Okay, and एक नया सा ले लेते हैं, that is called as say that prepaid expenses and outstanding income. This thing you keep it in mind. Okay, just keep this in mind. All right, and then current liability. Okay, in the current liability, we have got bills payable. We have got sundry creditor. Alright, Sundry debtor means what? He also called here as, let's say, sundry debtor. Sundry means miscellaneous, because now we will have n number of, let's say, debtor, n number of creditors in our businesses. Alright. So we call them as a sundry. Sundry means miscellaneous. Okay. Sundry means miscellaneous. Alright. Then we have got to say that in the bills payable, we have got a BP, we have got a sundry, and we have got outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses, pre-received incomes, pre-received income, and then you got a short-term loans, all these things will be, or then we have one more thing called as a bank overdraft, all these things will be there. So just for the science student as well as for the humanities student, kindly keep these things in mind. Alright? You know what is I already told you what is a fixed asset is about. Okay? I already told you what is a fixed asset is about. Now, using all these concepts in assets, okay? Using all these concepts in assets, we have to find what is a liability and we have to know what is a capital is. Now, let us start this one. So let me clean the board first. I'm going to clean the board. Okay. I'm going to start now. Accounting equation, that is, asset is equal to liability plus capital. Alright? Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to divide a line over here. One is for cash and bank, one is for current assets, one is for the fixed assets, one is for inventory. Okay? I will write like this. First is a cash, second is a fixed assets, third is a current assets, and fourth is a inventory. Okay? Here I will make the column, one for current liability. Okay? Here I will make it for say that capital only. Alright? So let it remain like this. First, let us start our first entries. The first entry always comes out of the business is commenced business with cash rupees 1 lakh. Now, from the business point of view, you should know that what has happened. I told you are writing for the business. Okay? In the business, what happens? In the business, you received 1 lakh. What this 1 lakh led to? This 1 lakh has led to a capital over here. Because business had to return this money. Okay, that is why it is coming on the liability side. Okay, that is why it is coming on the liability side. So I will put a plus over here. I will put in a plus over here. Alright. So my first equation is over. Alright. My first equation is over. Kindly I am asking should not play. If you want to play, it's a better that you need not sit inside the class. Okay? This is not a correct way of going to say that learning the subject inside the classes. Saying every time and say, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Please stop writing, which I don't like. Please stop writing. Why are you writing always a yes, sir, yes, sir? Are you playing inside the class? Okay. Now, that means you have increased 1 lakh in your cash account. In the cash, your cash has got increased by 1 lakh and your capital has got increased by 1 lakh. Okay. Now, purchased furniture. Okay. Purchased furniture for rupees 20,000. That means the furniture comes in. There is a furniture is there in your organizations. How can you purchase a furniture when you use your cash? When you use your cash. So now if I reduce this equation, this will become, let's say that 80,000 over here and it will become, let's say that 20,000 over here and it will become, let's say that 1 lakh over here. Alright? It will become, let's say 1 lakh over here. So this is the second entry. Now let us say that deposited cash into bank, say 15,000 rupees. When you deposit, what will happen? Your current assets will increase, that the bank will increase. Okay? The money goes to the bank. Alright, it is your money. From the business, it goes to the bank. So the bank is increasing. If the bank increases, what happens? Your cash reduces from your account. Your money is getting reduced here. So ultimately, the effect going to remain the same. It will become, let's say that 80,000 over here and it will become, let's say 20,000 over here and here it will become, let's say that 1 lakh. Okay? It will become 1 lakh. See, without learning the debit and credit, that is why the people say that without learning a debit and credit, you can learn an accounting. It's only a case of, let's say that, making a plus and minus. Alright? I will clear the board. Once again, I will start once again for you. Alright? Let us start like this. Asset equal to liability plus capital. Alright? Now, in the assets we are going to say that different columns are here. I will write the column like this so that you can understand. Alright? This is a cash and this is a fixed assets. This is your inventory. That's more than enough. There is no need to line. There is no need to put a lot of line like this one. Okay. Again, similarly over here, you got to say that current liability. Let it be a 1 itself. There is no need to put a say that. I don't want my mic now. Alright. Okay. Now, So what I'm going to do once again, one minute, I will write properly now. Okay, I told you this is a current assets, this is a fixed assets, and this is a inventory. All right. Whenever we need this, we'll use this. Okay, this is a liability and this is a capital. All right. Let us start. Mr. X. Okay, Mr. X commenced some business with a cash rupees 50,000. All right. What happened in the business? The money comes in. Therefore, your current asset is increasing. 50,000 I will increase here. Then the business has to return this money. Therefore, the liability is being increased over here. Alright. So, what is the net result is? The net result is 50,000 and 50,000. Okay. Now let's start. So, first thing is that deposited cash rupees 5,000 in bank. Okay. The money goes to the bank. So the money goes to the bank. Therefore, it becomes 5,000 plus here. Alright. But it moves out from the cash. Listen up. So again I will make 5,000 here. So you are not touching the fixed assets, you are not touching the inventory, you are not touching the liability part, you are not touching the capital part. So the net effect is what? The net effect is going to remain the same. Net asset is going to remain the same. Okay. Alright. 50,000 here. 50,000 here. Alright. Like this you have to make. Okay. Now, now let me come to the next one. That purchased furniture for 10,000. It means what? You are going to write 10,000 over here because the furniture is coming inside the business. Alright? The furniture is coming inside the business. What happened here? The 10,000 money goes out. Okay? 10,000 money goes out. So ultimately, at the end of the day, your cash becomes of 40,000. Your cash becomes of 40,000. Your fixed assets become at 10,000. And your capital becomes a 50,000. Can you see the effect? 40 plus 10 is a 50. This side is also 50. That means the asset is equal to liability plus capital. This is how we have to study. Even though you don't have to say that knowledge is about an accounting is, you can learn it in this manner. And but how you will come to know? How you will come to know that you have got this much of cash with you? How you will come to know that you have gotten this much of a fixed assets with you? How you will come to know there is you got a stock is there with you? It's not possible to remember everything. So therefore, we ignore this in a later on stage. But at the very beginning, we will teach you that how to use this formula. That is why it is called as an accounting equation, or you can say that, like when I say balancing the equation in chemistry, like this it is called as a accounting equations in accounting. All right. Okay. So now what I will do is I will tell you some good entries for you now. Let me clean the board. Okay. Let me clean the board. We will start once again. Asset equal to liability plus capital. All right. Now look here. Paid rent rupees 300. Okay. Paid rent rupees 300 means 300 goes off from your account. Now the question is where to adjust. It is not a liability. It is not a liability. Okay. Where to adjust? You can't do any adjustments in the assets account. Ultimately, what we will do is we will reduce this from the capital. So it will get balanced from both the side. It will get balanced from both the side. All right. Now let us do one thing. Purchased goods from Ram 5,000. Okay. All right. Is it clear? Now, see, whenever the name of the person is given, it is called as a credit purchase. All right, it is called as a credit purchase. But if it is been given purchased goods for cash, then it is become a cash purchase. Okay. All right. You purchase the goods from Ram. Okay. What is coming inside the business? The goods is coming. Okay. All right. The goods is coming. Okay. I am putting a plus over here. Okay. Did you pay the money to him? No. You didn't pay any money. So ultimately, what you will do is you will increase in say liability over here because he becomes your creditor. Okay, he becomes your creditor. I told you any goods is being purchased. Any goods is purchased. The business will say that the business will call the seller as creditor. Keep this in mind. We are going to use this terminology over there. Okay? We are going to use this terminology. Fine. And similarly, any goods sold by the business then purchaser is called debtor. The purchaser is called debtor. Is it clear? These are the two concepts you have to keep it in mind. And we know that, I told you that here, that purchased goods from Ram. Okay. Now, Ram is a seller. Ram is a seller. Okay. Ram is a seller. So we call the seller as creditor. So if you call it a creditor, it will come in the liability side. It will come in the liability side. Okay. And what happens? The goods comes in, therefore it is coming to this place in the asset side. So that is the reason we say that again this account is tallying from both the sides. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I will what I'll do is I'll tell you one by one entries rather than telling you in a cluster like this. Okay, I will tell you one by one entry. Okay, let us start. Let us start once again. Asset is equal to liability plus capital. My first question is, commenced business with cash rupees 1 lakh. Okay. Now look here. This is yourself, owner. So it is an owner. Okay. Owner is giving a money to business. Alright? So when an owner gives the money, he will open an account called as the capital account. So that is why the capital is very essential. Okay, the capital is very essential. Alright. Similarly, when from the business, if he takes the money, we call it as a drawings. So the owner will have two accounts. One is a capital, the other one is a drawing. Now what the question says, commenced business with cash rupees 1 lakh. That means there are two things takes place. One is cash is increasing and the liability is also increasing. Okay. So the liability is what? The liability is nothing but your capital. Okay. The liability is nothing but your capital is increasing. Therefore, I will write 1 lakh here and 1 lakh here. Every time yaad rakhna, okay, they will teach you through the essay called as journals. Okay, all right. Somebody says that, sir, we cannot understand this. All right, look here. I'll repeat once again. Listen. The first entry in the business is commenced business with cash rupees 1 lakh. All right. We will see this part later. Okay, we will see this transaction later. Always keep it one thing in mind. When you are dealing with, say, the business, you should always open a two account. One is this capital account. The another one is, say, that a drawing account. Okay. What is the reason? The owner will use these two accounts for his self purpose. Okay. For his self purpose. Okay. Now, the owner will put the money through capital account and and he will take the money through, he will withdraw the money through drawings account. Okay, ये याद रखना जरूरी है, very essential, very beginning में. अच्छा, अब यहाँ situation क्या है? What is the situation over here is? The situation is commenced business with cash rupees 1 lakh. So that means you have started a business. So what the business says? The business says, I have received cash from the owner. So the cash become asset to the business. So therefore, the business writes in the assets account, asset side 1 lakh. The another thing is that in the business, the capital comes in. Okay, the capital comes in. So therefore, that capital has been shown over here as a 1 lakh. That's it, very finished. That's all over. That is the first what we are doing in the form of a journal entries in the later on stage. Okay, so now let's come to the next one. Let's come to the next one. Alright, okay. Now let me write down the first transactions. Purchased furniture for rupees 2,000. Here what happens? Here the two things is taking place. One is a furniture is coming. The another one is there is an effect in the cash. That means this is increasing and this is reducing. Okay, this is increasing, this is reducing. So ultimately I will write asset is equal to liability plus capital. Okay, this is a cash. The cash is increasing and the furniture is increasing and the cash is decreasing. So ultimately, what happened in the assets? The fixed asset is increasing by 2,000 and the cash is reducing by 2,000. Therefore, your net result remains same. Your net result remains same. So this is a one way of that giving an explanation. I will explain it in this manner, so it will understand. Anybody can understand it out. Okay? Anybody can understand it out. Okay. Now let us come to the next one. Next one. Purchased goods for cash. Goods for cash. Here the cash is going out. Alright? Here the cash is getting reduced. Let us put me a minus mark here. Alright? And what is coming? Inventory is increasing. That is, your goods is increasing. So let us see. This is asset is equal to liability plus capital. Alright? Now, asset is equal to, okay, asset is equal to, say that, what happened? The cash is now decreasing. So let me say that purchase goods for rupees 3,000 or 3,000. So the cash is reducing by 3,000 and goods is increasing by 3,000. There is no effect is there in the liability, no effect is there in the capital. So the result is nil. Alright? we have to learn at the very beginning. I will वापस और एक बार मैं सिखाऊंगा, ठीक है. आज हमारे पास बहुत टाइम है, ठीक है. I will tell you once again each and every entry so that आपको ट्रांजैक्शन करते वक्त उस टाइम में प्रॉब्लम नहीं होना चाहिए. ऑलराइट, और एक बार पढ़ाता हूं, सुनो, और एक बार पढ़ाता हूं. Let me start like this. Commenced business with cash rupees 1 lakh. Now what is happening in the businesses? The money comes in, okay, the cash is coming in, okay, so that is increasing the cash. Similarly, it is also increasing your liability, that is capital is increasing. Capital is increasing. Okay, now let us put it in the equations. Asset is equal to liability plus capital. Okay, now here the cash is increases by 1 lakh because cash is an asset. Okay, keep it in mind, the cash is an asset. Okay, so cash को मैंने यहाँ इंक्रीज किया हुआ है और liability तो कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. तो what happened? What is increasing? The capital is increasing, therefore capital में मैंने यहाँ लिख दिया. ठीक है, that's it, finish. Commence business with cash का एंट्री खत्म हो गया. देखो एंट्री रिजल्ट क्या है, यहां भी 1000 है और यू सी है यहां भी 1000. ऑलराइट, लेट अस गो टू से दैट सेकंड एंट्री पे चलते हैं. लेट अस गो टू द सेकंड एंट्री इज परचेस्ड car for rupees 50,000. ठीक है, okay, purchased car for rupees 50,000. That means in the business the car is coming in. The car is what? The car is an asset. Car is an asset. Now similarly what happens? The cash is going out. The cash is going out. If the cash goes out, so minus asset. This is a minus asset. What is the net entry is? Asset is equal to liability plus capital. So here first you are increasing your car and you are reducing your cash. That's it. The result is nil, nil, nil. That's it. Both the sides are agreeing. यही तो करना है आपको. ठीक है, ऑल राइट. और एक बार करते हैं. We'll do once again. Next चलिए. Purchased okay, purchase goods for cash rupees 20,000. ठीक है, ऐसे एक एंट्री था. नाउ यह क्या हो रहा, व्हाट इज हैपन बिजनेस में, गुड्स आ गया हमारे पास, गुड्स आ गया। गुड्स को हम क्या कहते हैं, वी कॉल इट एज इन्वेंट्री और स्टॉक बोलते हैं। तो हमारे पास गुड्स बढ़ गया, प्लस हो गई यहां। तो अल्टीमेटली क्या हुआ, कैश चले गया, तो ये क्या हो गया, माइनस हो गया यहां। ठीक है, इज इट क्लियर टू यू नाउ? आप देखो यहां एसेट बढ़ गया, आपका एसेट्स बढ़ गया, और यहां से एसेट कम हो गया। सो द रिजल्ट इज asset is equal to liability plus capital. So this becomes, यहां ध्यान से देखो, पहले क्या हुआ, हमारा गुड्स आया 20,000 के लिए, यहां प्लस हुआ, और यहां से 20,000 कैश चले गया, एसेट कम हो गया। द नेट रिजल्ट remains the same, there is no liability, there is no capital is involved. So therefore the result remains the same. Alright? I'll सिखाता हूं, देखो, I'll teach you one second. दूसरा purchased goods from section rupees 20,000. Okay, purchase goods from section rupees 20,000. अच्छा, बिजनेस में क्या हुआ, बिजनेस में स्टॉक आया, स्टॉक मीन्स गुड्स आ गया। अरे ठीक है, haven't paid any amount to a section, sorry, no amount has been paid to sectioners. Section, we have taken the goods from the section on the basis of an say credit. So what is increasing? The liability is increasing. What is that liability? That is called as a creditor. That is called as a creditor. This is a liability and this is a asset. Now what I write, asset is equal to liability plus capital. Assets में मैं यह इंक्रीज कर दूंगा 20,000 और लाइबिलिटी में इंक्रीज कर दूंगा 20,000 और ये हमारा कुछ इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ा. द रिजल्ट रिमेन्स द सेम 20,000. Here it is become 20,000. अच्छा, ये था इसके बारे में. अच्छा, अब चलते हैं गो टू द नेक्स्ट वन. सोल्ड गुड्स टू हर्षित. ठीक है, सोल्ड गुड्स टू हर्षित रुपीज 1,000. ठीक है, I'm telling you that the sold goods to Harshit rupees 1,000. So asset, let us see that. What happened? The goods goes out. Goods चले जाता है. ये कम हो गया. हमारा क्या बढ़ गया? हर्षित बढ़ गया. हर्षित कौन है? Who is a हर्षित? हर्षित is a debtor. मैंने क्या कहा? हम उसको क्या कहेंगे? ये हमारा डेटर है. वी कॉल हिम एज अ डेटर. तो क्या बढ़ गया मेरा? ये. सो अल्टीमेटली ये भी एसेट है और ये भी एसेट है. सो व्हाट आई डू इट? एसेट इज इक्वल टू लायबिलिटी प्लस कैपिटल. अब यहां मेरा स्टॉक 1000 कम हुआ और दूसरी तरफ से मेरा डेटर बढ़ गया, कोई लाइबिलिटी नहीं था मेरा, यहां कोई भी मेरा कैपिटल नहीं था, द रिजल्ट गोइंग टू रिमेन द सेम। ठीक है, कौन सी लाइबिलिटी है? कोई लाइबिलिटी नहीं है। ठीक है, कहां लाइबिलिटी बन रहा है? कोई लाइबिलिटी नहीं बन रहा है। लाइबिलिटी तब बनेगा तो किसी को आपने पैसा नहीं दिया होगा। ठीक है, सो दैट्स नो क्वेश्चन ऑफ लाइबिलिटी ओवर हियर। ठीक है, अच्छा और एक बात सिखाता हूं, वन सेकेंड आई टीच यू। हाँ, पेड सैलरी रुपीज 5000। ठीक है, अच्छा सैलरी आपने पे किया, उससे क्या हुआ? व्हाट हैपेंड? क्या एक्स्ट्रा गेटिंग मिलती? सर कैश तो चले गया। ठीक है, कैश तो चले गया, वो हमारा एसेट कम कर दिया। दूसरा क्या हुआ? दूसरा क्या हुआ? दूसरा मेरा एक्सपेंसेस बढ़ गया। अब इस एक्सपेंसेस को कहां एडजस्ट करें? तो ऑलवेज अब यही तो प्रॉब्लम हुआ था, यही तो प्रॉब्लम हुआ था जब अकाउंटिंग स्टार्ट होता था। अब इस क्योंकि दिस इज द lacuna we had it while doing this assets is equal to liability plus capital. No, it is not a current liability. तो अल्टरनेटिव में से क्या करना है? कैपिटल में से लेस करना चाहिए। इट इज नॉट अ करंट लाइबिलिटी, तो therefore asset is equal to liability plus capital। तो कैश यहां से 5000 चले गया, कैपिटल में इफेक्ट पड़ गया 5000। नो, यू आर नॉट अलाउड टू लीव हर्षित, यू आर नॉट सपोज टू लीव द क्लास। ओके, द नेट रिजल्ट बिकम्स nil। दिस इज हाउ यू हैव टू लर्न। ये था दिस इज हाउ द थिंग्स विल टेक्स प्लेस। अभी बताओ करंट लायबिलिटी का बताता हूं, अभी आपको करंट लायबिलिटी का सिखाता हूं। देखो अच्छा, आउटस्टैंडिंग रेंट रुपीज 5000, एसेट इज इक्वल टू लाइबिलिटी प्लस कैपिटल। इसे बहुत ध्यान से नोट करना, दिस इज कंसिडर्ड टू बी अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंट्री। Okay, this is considered to be a very important entry. आउटस्टैंडिंग रेंट आ सकता है, आउटस्टैंडिंग सैलरी आ सकता है, आउटस्टैंडिंग वेजेस आ सकता है। ठीक है, लाइक दिस सो मेनी थिंग्स विल कम। ओके, ऑलराइट, सो नाउ आउटस्टैंडिंग मीन्स व्हाट? आउटस्टैंडिंग मीन्स यू हैव नॉट पेड। दैट मीन्स your liability is increasing. Which liability is increasing? Current liability is increasing. Outstanding rent कौन सा है? ये होता करंट लाइबिलिटी। ठीक है, अगर आपका करंट लाइबिलिटी बढ़ रहा है तो लाइबिलिटी में लिख लीजिए 5000। बाकी क्या हुआ? What happened? एसेट में तो इफेक्ट ही नहीं है, देयर इज नो इफेक्ट ऑन द एसेट। तो अल्टीमेटली किसमें इफेक्ट हो रहा है? कैपिटल में हो रहा है। आज वो आउटस्टैंडिंग है, कभी ना कभी तो पे करोगे ना, कभी ना कभी तो पे करोगे। जिस दिन पे करोगे तब देखते, तब तक के लिए से हम क्या करेंगे? कैपिटल में से लेस कर लेंगे, कैपिटल में से लेस कर लेंगे। सो अल्टीमेटली दिस एंट्री विल टैली फ्रॉम हियर 5000 and it will come here minus 5000 and it will come over here 0। और एक बार रिपीट कर रहा हूं, whether it is an outstanding salary, whether it's an outstanding salary, rent, wages, taxes, ठीक है, rates, कुछ भी हो गया, whatever will be, advertisement expenses, ad expenses, anything which is that is there. It is to be always performed in this manner only. Okay? Okay? Now, let us go ahead and say that a next example is. Alright? We'll go to the next example is. Okay. Let us talk about withdrew for personal use. Withdrew for personal use at the rate rupees 3,000. Withdrew for personal use Okay? Alright. Now, withdrew for personal use. Alright? Okay. अब ध्यान से देखो. I told you that withdrew for personal use करके मैंने ये वर्ड लिखा हुआ यहाँ. अच्छा. So that means what happens? The cash goes out. Isn't so? The cash goes out. Right? The cash goes out, then what happens to the other entries? ये तो cash चले गया, cash चले गया, but capital कम हो गया. मैंने क्या कहा था? What I told you. I told you that the owners will have to say that two account. One is going to say that capital account. The other one he will have to say that drawings account. Alright? The other one is drawings account. Alright? Now, asset is equal to liability plus capital. Okay, in the cash I will reduce 3,000. The cash I will reduce 3,000. Alright? Now, I will reduce the capital here by 3,000. So the net result becomes the same. The net result is going to become a same. Alright? I'll go to the next example for you now. Alright? I'll go with the next example. Okay. Now let me start like this. Withdrew, I'm really sorry. I will use like this. I will say deposited cash into bank. All right. Okay. Deposited cash into bank. Rupees 5,000. All right. Deposited All right. Okay. Deposited cash into bank. Okay. Okay. Deposited cash into bank rupees 5,000. All right. From the business. Okay. From the business, the cash goes out. Who is receiving? The banker is receiving. Your banker is receiving. All right. So in one side you find the asset is reducing. In another side, your asset is increasing. All right. So therefore, I'll say that asset is equal to liability plus capital. Here what I'll do is, I will reduce by, say that 5,000 this one, and I will increase the bank by 5,000 over here. The net result remains the same. Here nothing will take place, here nothing will take place, and here nothing will take place. This is how later on stage you will learn through by the rules of accounting. Okay? Later on stage you will learn through by the rules of accounting. So I will give one example to you so that you need not do any mistakes. Alright? You shouldn't worry about that. Alright. Let me go for say that some difficult thing, okay? I will go with some difficult one. Alright? Okay. I will go with some difficult one right now. Goods costing rupees 20,000 sold for 25,000. All right. See, one is the goods is going out. All right. The goods is going out for, let me say that 20,000. All right. This is reducing. This is reducing. In another case, you are finding out that the cash is coming in. That is increasing by 25,000. So the net difference is called as a profit. The net difference is called as a profit. So what is my equation is? My equation is asset is equal to liability plus capital. Alright? Keep it always in mind, this capital account, this is a later we call it an account. In the capital only, we will add the profit, and we will subtract the loss. We will add the profit, we will subtract the loss. ठीक है, अब ध्यान से देखो, goods 20,000 चले गया है, तो let me do one thing, asset मेरा कम हो गया 20,000 से, और कैश बढ़ गया 25,000 से. What is the net effect? The net effect is capital increases by 5. लॉस को किस में डालना है? कैपिटल में डालना है. प्रॉफिट आएगा तो क्या करना है? उसे भी कैपिटल में डालना है. इनकम आएगा तो भी वहां ही डालना है. एक्सपेंडिचर होगा तो वहीं से ही करना है. यही हो गया था. दैट इज द रीजन हम उसको बाइफरकेट कर नहीं पाए थे. ठीक है, we are able to bifurcate that thing. So that is the reason it has been done in this particular manner. Okay, so let me give you one more example. और एक एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. देखो, goods to Ram. ठीक है, goods sold to Ram, rupees 10,000, and Ram become bankrupt. Bankrupt means insolvent हो गया, ठीक है, and received 50 पैसे in a rupee. ठीक है, ये है situation. This is a situation. This is what I call it as I say that are transactions. Okay, you call it this as a transactions. अब इसमें ध्यान से देखो, एक है गुड्स चले गया, alright, the goods goes out, that is assets कम हो गया, alright. दूसरा राम हमारा डेटर था, alright, राम हमारा डेटर था. अच्छा, राम कितने के लिए डेटर था? राम हमारे लिए 10,000 रुपीज के लिए डेटर था. हमारा डेटर था 10,000 रुपीज के लिए. अब वो क्या हो गया, वो ऐसे हो गया, ये ऐसे सिचुएशन हो गया कि ये दो पार्ट में डिवाइड हो गए. एक तो कैश हमारा 5,000 रुपीज मिले. हाउ he says 50 paise in a rupee. 50 paise in a rupee means you have received 5,000 कैश. तो कैश तो 5,000 आ गया, लॉस हो गया मेरा 5,000, नुकसान हो गया. देखो कैसे सिचुएशन चल रहा है. पहले तो था वो डेटा, डेटा लीड हो गया था कंप्लीटली 5,000. और अगर बाई चांस एग्जामिनर कहते हैं कि गुड्स सोल्ड टू राम, यहां तक रोक देता है, वो यहां तक रोकता है, ही इज नॉट गोइंग फर्दर, यहां तक रोकता है, तब तक नहीं तो ठीक था. अब बोलते राम बिकम अ बैंकरप्ट and received 50 पैसे in the rupee, ऐसे करके बोल दिया उसने. ठीक है, तो कैसे करना अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन में? ये देखो, अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन में एसेट इज इक्वल टू लाइबिलिटी प्लस कैपिटल. यही है मेरे पास टूल्स है और कुछ भी नहीं है. चलिए, एसेट्स में मेरा गुड्स चले गया 10,000 रुपए के लिए, मेरा गुड्स चले गया 10,000 रुपए के लिए. और मुझे क्या मिला? व्हाट आई गॉट इट? आई गॉट एन एसे दैट कैश 5,000 मिल गया. ठीक है, कोई लाइबिलिटी था नहीं, लाइबिलिटी तो खत्म हो गया. इट लीड टू व्हाट? इट लीड टू लॉस. 5,000 रुपीज मेरा लॉस हो गया यहां. सो द नेट रिजल्ट इज 5,000 over here and 5,000 over here. यही चीज आप पढ़ोगे इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अकाउंटिंग में. अकाउंटिंग में यही चीज आप पढ़ोगे बाय यूजिंग द रूल्स. ठीक है, क्योंकि इससे पता नहीं चलता हमें कि अगर हमारा प्रॉफिट हो रहा है या हमारा लॉस हो रहा है. चलिए और एक बात करते हैं, लेट अस डू वन थिंग. और एक बात, okay, one more. Let us call one more entry which is going to say that considered to be quite difficult. अच्छा, अनदर थिंग याद रखना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है, इफ समबडी सेज लाइक दिस, गुड्स इज सोल्ड, गुड्स is sold 33 1/3% ऑन कॉस्ट, ठीक है। और आपको लेट अस टेक द, पहले हम कॉस्ट प्राइस ले लेते, कॉस्ट प्राइस ले लेते 50,000 ले लेते, कॉस्ट प्राइस 50,000 करके ले लेते, या let me do one thing. I will call it as a 60,000 कहता हूं इसे, okay? I will call it as a 60,000. Okay. इसे कैसे करना चाहिए एग्जाम में? लुक हियर, ये जो वर्ड है ना कॉस्ट, यहां से क्वेश्चन को स्टार्ट करना, राइट? let CP is equal to 100, ठीक है। Profit becomes how much? The profit becomes 100/3. Any problem, Devesh, you got? Devesh, please write on the chat. Devesh, I am calling you. हमें दिख नहीं रहे तो कुछ भी लिखोगे? Is this the way you ask your parents also like this? Is it the way you behave? आपको थोड़ा शर्म आनी चाहिए। Yeah, anybody want to speak? Anybody want to speak? There are few boys and girls are, like can I say that they are coming, probably I know that you people are coming from the commerce background, ठीक है? तो आप लोगों को अच्छी तरह पता है कि अकाउंटिंग क्या है, but this is a college where the students are coming from, let's say that the different background. Okay, some of them are coming from, let's say, science, some of them coming from arts. Some of the students are even coming from, let's say that, outside this schools. Okay? So it is a very essential that I have to teach them from the basics. जब आपसे जब क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट से, you will not reply even a single line. This is I am giving you a challenge to you. You can't speak even a single line in commerce. ठीक है? तो इसलिए कॉलेज में आते वक्त प्लीज बी इनसाइड द क्लास, एंड इफ यू डोंट वांट यू कैन लीव द क्लास, नो प्रॉब्लम फॉर मी। फाइन? इज इट क्लियर टू यू ऑल? ओके, ये 90% स्टूडेंट एवरी टाइम एग्जाम में गलत करते हैं, ठीक है। इसको क्या कर लेते हैं, व्हाट दे डू इज इसको 33.33 करके मिल लेते हैं। उससे क्या होता है, पूरा क्वेश्चन गलत हो जाएगा, पूरा क्वेश्चन गलत हो जाएगा। So that is why you change this into next fraction. 100/3 कर लो, अब इसको ऐड करो तो ये क्या जाएगा, 400/3 करके बन जाएगा, ठीक है। अब देखो, इट बिकम वेरी सिंपल, इट बिकम वेरी सिंपल। इफ योर कॉस्ट इज एन 100, the sale price is how much? The selling price is 400/3. Okay. Now what is given? You are given an say that cost price. If the cost price is going to say that 60,000, so what is the selling price करके देखना है। So what we do is 60,000 को 100 से डिवाइड कर लो और मल्टीप्लाई कर दो 400/3 से। देखो कितना ब्यूटीफुल फिगर निकलता है उसमें से। से 20,000 over here, so that you can write easily 80,000 करके आप लिख सकते हैं, right like this. But if you start it in this manner, 100, 33.33, and then if you say that 133.33, you will be in a trouble. You can't solve this one. So every time यहां जैसे खत्म होता है, इसमें कॉस्ट भी खत्म हुआ ना, ठीक है। तो हमें सेलिंग प्राइस निकाला तो कॉस्ट प्राइस दिया होगा, कॉस्ट प्राइस दिया तो सेलिंग प्राइस दिया होगा। ओके, आई विल रिपीट वन सेकेंड, दूसरे में दिखाता हूं, देखो। I will teach you another one. Okay. Goods sold, goods sold, okay, at 33.1/3% on sale. मान लो आपको कॉस्ट प्राइस दिया हुआ है, राइट। एग्जाम में पूछ रहे थे सेलिंग प्राइस निकालो, राइट, इज डिमांडिंग टू टेक द सेलिंग प्राइस निकालो। तो कैसे शुरू करना, मैंने क्या कहा था, दिस इज नथिंग बट सेल। यहां से क्वेश्चन को स्टार्ट करना है। लेट SP इज इक्वल टू 100। What is the profit is? Profit is 100/3. Okay, what is the cost price is? The cost price will become 200/3. That's it. Now देखो, if the cost is at 200/3, the selling price becomes, let's say that 100. If the selling price is at 15,000, then you will come to know what is the cost prices. The cost price is 15,000 divided by 200/3, वो 3/200 हो जाएगा, into 100 हो जाएगा। देखो कितना ब्यूटिफुली द नंबर इज चेंजिंग इट आउट। इट कमिंग आउट एज let's say that 7,500 into 3, about let's say 22,500. Like this we'll get the number. So याद रखना, कभी भी एग्जामिनर ये वर्ड यूज करता है तो उसे कभी भी ऐसे मत कर देना, सर एग्जामिनेशन आई डिड लाइक दिस 133.33, then I know the mathematics very well, then I did it like this, ठीक है, I took it in this manner and then I started it. ये जब करोगे आंसर नहीं आएगा, you will not get the answer. You are not supposed to use a calculator in the examination. Okay, when in the accountancy examination you cannot use it. So this is a better way to keep it in mind. All right, this is how you have to keep it the things in mind. This is a very important one. Don't forget, because many of the examiners, they concentrate on this one and they say that here where you make a mistake is and you lose your marks. Alright, these are the two things you have to keep. अब एक स्टूडेंट देखा ये क्यों सिखाया सर आपने, ये क्यों सिखाया, why you are taught this thing is. Okay, let us start. Okay, goods sold to Mohan rupees 60,000. Okay. Sold to Mohan at 33 1/3% above cost. Okay? You know the goods has been sold, that means there is a less in asset is there. Okay? अब जब तक on the other side what happened? Mohan is increasing. Who is a Mohan? Mohan is our debtor. Mohan is our debtor. The debtor is increasing. The debtor is increases by how much? वो तो हमें 60,000 देना था, पर गुड्स तो कॉस्ट में गया हुआ ना होने से, तो यहां उसने कह दिया 33 1/3% ऑफ द कॉस्ट. जब तक वो टेक्निक नहीं पता चलेगा, लेट CP is equal to 100, profit is equal to 100/3, and selling price is equal to 400/3. जब तक ये पता नहीं चलेगा, you don't know that, you cannot proceed further. Okay? Now, अब देखो, जब कॉस्ट 100 है, तो सेलिंग प्राइस कितना how much it is? The selling price is 400/3. अब सेलिंग प्राइस बल्कि 60,000 है, तो मुझे कॉस्ट प्राइस पता करना चाहिए. अच्छा, अगर मैंने कॉस्ट प्राइस पता कर दिया, दैट इज 60,000 into 3/400 into 100. If I do like this will come out as 45,000. So the goods costing will say that 45,000 goes out. अब देखो, अब कहते हैं asset is equal to liability plus capital. Assets में क्या हुआ? Assets में 45,000 का वर्थ गुड्स चले गया और 16,000 का डेटर फॉर्म, सॉरी 60,000 का डेटर फॉर्म हो गया. सो द नेट रिजल्ट इज हमारे पास 15,000 का 15,000 रुपीज यू हैव गॉट अ प्रॉफिट. सो योर एसेट इज इक्वल टू liability plus capital is being tallied. It's just like a mathematics. Let me tell you student, don't worry. ठीक है, ये मत कोई भी आपको कहता है कि ऐसे नहीं बहुत टफ है, इसमें डेबिट डालना पड़ता है, क्रेडिट डालना पड़ता है, कुछ नहीं है. It is only a notations which is telling you where to increase and where to decrease. इतना ही आपको बताता है. We are not telling you anything else. ठीक है, और भी समझाता हूं, और एक बात समझाता हूं. देखो, आई विल टीच यू मेनी टाइम्स टिल द क्लास इज ओवर. ठीक है, ओके, ऑलराइट. और एक बात समझाता हूं. देखो, नाउ recovered bad debt. Bad debt. Record bad debts rupees 3000. ठीक है? Whatever the recover of bad debt means, हाँ कोई bad debts हो गया, ठीक है? उसका पैसा हमें मिल गया. That means the money comes in. That means the money comes in. The money comes in and the asset is increasing. लाइबिलिटी हुआ क्या इसके अंदर? नहीं हुआ ना. कोई एसेट्स में और कोई एसेट्स में अफेक्ट हुआ ना? नहीं हुआ ना. तो अल्टीमेटली मैं क्या कर दूंगा? कैपिटल को बढ़ा दूंगा. इट्स अ टाइप ऑफ एन से दैट द लॉस एरियर इट वाज बीन नाउ रिकवर्ड, इट बिकम से इनकम. तो कैपिटल बढ़ा दूंगा. सो देयरफॉर आई विल से दैट एसेट इज इक्वल टू लायबिलिटी प्लस कैपिटल. Here I will increase 3000 and here increase 3000. This is what I have to do. ये तो मुझे करना है. ठीक है? Is it clear to you? Right. अब now let me tell you another one. और एक बार बताता हूं. ठीक है? Look here. say goods sold as sample. Okay, goods sold as a sample, right? Goods sold as a sample for rupees 4,000. अच्छा, एक तरीके से गुड्स चलेगा, एक तरीके से गुड्स चलेगा, दैट मींस एसेट्स कम हो गए हमारे. ठीक है, क्या हुआ अगर आप सैंपल देते हैं तो आपको क्या होता है? लॉस हो जाता है, एक तरह से लॉस हो जाता है. अगर वो लॉस हो जाता है तो कहां से लेस करना है? कैपिटल में से लेस करना है. सो आई विल से एसेट इज इक्वल टू लायबिलिटी प्लस कैपिटल. इन द गुड्स आई विल से माइनस 4,000 over here, and in the capital I will say it is a 4,000. Okay, this is how you have to do it. All right, let us come to the next one. इसे छोड़ देते हैं और एक इंडस्ट्री में चलते हैं. ठीक है, अब देखो गुड्स टेकन over by the owner. Goods is taken by the owner rupees 3,000. ठीक है, अच्छा, जब आप इस गुड्स चला गया, the goods goes out, so that is the reason asset is reducing. What is happening? What is happening on the other side? That's what you want. लाइबिलिटी तो नहीं है, ओनर अपने गुड्स को लेके चलेगा तो उसकी कैपिटल को काट दो. तो निकाला ना, तो अपना कैपिटल को काट लो. Reduce his capital. So that means asset is equal to liability plus capital. I will say 3,000 from here and 3,000 from here. This is how you have to adjust in your accounting equation. Okay? One more. और एक बार सिखाता हूं, देखो. Yeah, look. Goods okay. Goods lost by fire. देखना ये सारी चीज आप नोट करोगे when your journal entry starts. That time they will tell you all these things to you. Goods lost by fire. अच्छा, गुड्स लॉस बाय फायर तो सबको पता है कि गुड्स चले गया, ठीक है, दैट मींस एसेट कम हो गया। अब नुकसान भी हो गया ना एक तरह से, नुकसान का भरपाई कौन करेगा? ओनर को ही करना पड़ेगा। तो देयरफॉर अपने कैपिटल को लेस करेगा, यू विल से एसेट इज इक्वल टू लायबिलिटी प्लस कैपिटल। 10,000 will be reduced from here, and then 10,000 will be reduced from here. This is how you have to do it in case of goods lost by fire. और एक सी चीज सिखाता हूं, देखो इसमें ऐसे भी हो सकता है सिचुएशंस। The situation can be like this also. Goods lost by fire rupees 2,000 and full claim is accepted by insurance company. यहां वर्ड लिखा हुआ है फुल क्लेम इज एक्सेप्टेड बाय, पैसा नहीं आया, ठीक है, ओके। ये वर्ड कह रहा है गुड्स चले गया, गुड्स चले गया, ठीक है, गुड्स गोज आउट, पैसा आ गया करके मत बोलना। फुल क्लेम इज एक्सेप्ट किया इंश्योरेंस कंपनी में, तो एक काम करते हैं, एक तरह से पैसे आने वाला है, देयरफॉर मैं इसे कैपिटल अकाउंट में इंक्रीज कर दूंगा, कैपिटल अकाउंट में इंक्रीज कर दूंगा। दैट मीन्स एसेट इज इक्वल टू लायबिलिटी प्लस कैपिटल। इन द एसेट्स 2,000 इज लेस, ठीक है, 2,000 is less, and here the claim is 2,000 आ गया, तो कहां टैली हुआ है, कहां टैली हुआ है? कैन एनी ऑफ यू टेल मी क्या प्रॉब्लम है इस क्वेश्चन में? राइट डाउन इन द चैट द कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट। Yes, let me see who can write this, take this challenge. Tell me, goods lost by fire, rupees 2,000, full claim is accepted by the insurance company, ठीक है? तो कैसे से एडजस्ट करके दिखाओगे आप? How will you adjust? Can any of you do this? Can anybody can do this? इसको कैसे एडजस्ट करके दिखाओगे? क्यों साइलेंट हो गए? You are all become as a very intelligent and you know that how to do it. Tell me, how will you do this? Yes? राघव बोलो, आरुषि बोलो। Sir, you can make a PDF of this because your handwriting is not clear. Maybe you got a problem with your this thing. What do you say? With your camera, or it is possible with your laptop also it is possible. Because here it is a very clear to me, and There is no complaint is coming related to this. There are a few guys who are all playing in the air, like can I say Saksham and Sunny or Harshit. Harshit is keep on wasting his time. He is enjoying his life. Okay? He doesn't want to study because I think so he is a very intelligent. So Harshit, why don't you solve this particular question? Why don't you solve this? तो सक्षम हो सकता तो सॉल्व करके दिखाओ इसे कि गुड्स लॉस्ट बाय फायर ₹2000 and full claim is accepted by insurance company. तो सिचुएशन को एडजस्ट करके दिखाओ यहां. Tell me who can do this? हाँ ये तो मुझे पता था. I know that. जब क्वेश्चन शुरू होगा ना एक एक करके, you will come to know this. You will come to know. I know. No reply is coming in the chat. That means everyone is silent or they are sleeping. I know. Okay. This link is for first and the second shift both. Few guys like can I say that Rohit, Harshit, Abhijit, Devanshu, particularly Harshit is talking too much. Okay. All right. I'm just seeing these things. Anyway, the student who are listening this, and I want to share with them. All right. Okay. Now, goods lost by fire. Okay. पहले उसको समझो आप. Goods lost by fire means, first thing is that over here, I will do one thing, okay? I will rub it out and I will write once again. Okay, I will run this one. I will write once again. Okay, all right. Goods lost by fire. The first step is that you have to put a negative here. Because your capital is reducing. It means what? That means you are incurring a loss. So therefore, you have to reduce this. All right? And he says that full claim is accepted by the insurance. That means the money has not come, it will come. Okay? It's an outstanding income. So let me put it over here, 2000, and it is not yet been received. Okay? So let me put it over here, 2000. So ultimately what will happen, this entry will get tallied from both the sides. This is how you have to adjust. Right? What you do is, not like this, a single question will not come. They will give you a set of entries. Okay? They will write the beginning I did, you remember that? I wrote the line and everything. In that format you have to do it. इसका फॉर्मेट अभी समझाता हूँ कि कैसे होता है. ठीक है? सिर्फ फॉर्मेट समझाऊंगा और कुछ नहीं समझा हुआ इसमें। ओके, देखो ऑलराइट, इसे दो हिस्से में ऐसे डिवाइड कर लेते हैं। ठीक है, दो हिस्से में डिवाइड कर लेते हैं और टॉप पे लिखेंगे अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन। ठीक है, राइट, और यहां लिखेंगे पर्टिकुलर। We use a word called as a particular. जो भी आपको एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ है, लाइक कलर्स बिजनेस विद कैश, तो कलर्स बिजनेस विद कैश करके इंग्लिश में से लिख देना या सोल्ड फर्नीचर ऐसे करके लिख देना, उसे पहले लिखो। और यहां आता है एसेट, या छोटा सा इक्वल टू डाल लो, दिस इज अ लाइबिलिटी एंड दिस इज अ कैपिटल। Then what you do is in the examination is draw on another line. Okay, divide this into, let's say that n number of parts. First is current assets. The second one is fixed assets. The third one is investment. And the fourth one जो चाहिए कर लो, नहीं तो 3 कॉलम के लिए it's more than enough. Alright? उसके बाद यहां you write down this is a current liability. It's a more than enough. Current liability में there is a one more thing you can go with the called as a notes. बैंक लोन्स के केस में एक बना देना, ठीक है, एंड कैपिटल रिमेन एज इट इज, इसमें कोई डिवीजन करने की जरूरत नहीं। नाउ यू स्टार्ट पोस्टिंग लाइक दिस, इसके अंदर पोस्ट करते जाओ, एसेट इज इक्वल टू लायबिलिटी प्लस कैपिटल। Once this is over, write down here new equation. और उसको टोटलिंग करो बैठ के, उसको टोटलिंग करो। Again, what you do is write the transaction, whatever purchased furniture for 30,000, उसका ट्रांसैक्शंस को लिखो and then again you close it, write down here new equation. Like this you have to keep on making. वो एंड में क्या होगा, एंड में ऐसे खत्म होने के बाद राइट डाउन हियर टोटल। वो जो टोटल है जितना भी आपने लिखा हुआ, ये साइड एसेट साइड शुड बी इक्वल टू लायबिलिटी प्लस कैपिटल होना चाहिए। अगर ये सही हो जाता है, दैट मीन्स यू हैव डन द एंट्रीज करेक्टली विदाउट एनी प्रॉब्लम। That is why I was telling you all these things as a transaction. इसे हम कहते हैं ट्रांसैक्शंस करके कहते हैं। अब मैंने और एक बार बताओ, ये सिर्फ स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट समझाने के लिए है, ऑलराइट। अब ये शुरू होगा, ये रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस के साथ शुरू होगा। उस टाइम में keep it always in mind that principle याद होना चाहिए, अकाउंटिंग प्रिंसिपल, उसका कॉन्सेप्ट याद होना चाहिए, उसका कन्वेंशंस याद होना चाहिए, ठीक है, प्रिंसिपल भी याद आना चाहिए, कन्वेंशंस भी याद आना चाहिए. Because the reason is that without knowing the principle and the concept, you cannot do this thing. इसीलिए मैंने सबसे पहले ये ओरिएंटेशन सर ब्रिज क्लास में मैं आपको ये पढ़ा रहा हूं कि टर्मिनोलॉजी क्या होता है. व्हाट इज द रीजन टू नो द टर्मिनोलॉजी, ठीक है. सो और एक बार मैं बोर्ड पे टर्मिनोलॉजी पढ़ा हूं, ध्यान से सुनना, ठीक है. लिसन ओवर हियर, लुक, राइट. सबसे पहले यू हैव गॉटन अ से दैट एसेट्स, ठीक है. एसेट्स आर गॉटन अ से दैट टू कैटेगरी. वन इज अ फिक्स्ड एसेट्स, अदर इज कॉल्ड एज अ करंट एसेट्स. In the fixed assets, you have got a land and building, you have got a furniture, you have got a car, you have got a say building, like this it goes, goodwill, everything will come here. Now in the current assets, you have got a stock, you have got a cash, you have got a bank, you have got a debtor, you got a BP, BR, ठीक है. You got an outstanding income, ठीक है. All those things will come. ये था एसेट का कैटेगरी, राइट. लायबिलिटी की कैटेगरी में कैपिटल होगा आपके पास और करंट लायबिलिटी होगा, ठीक है. कैपिटल में ये बन जाएगा, करंट लायबिलिटी में बन जाएगा सन्ड्री क्रेडिटर्स, बीपी, बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट, बीओडी, रिकॉलेट, ठीक है, एंड शॉर्ट टर्म लोन्स, you have got an outstanding expenses, all these things will come. कैपिटल में आएगा, यू गॉट से ओनर्स कैपिटल, ओके, और यू कैन से दैट द शेयर कैपिटल, ये सब यहां आएगा. अ पार्टनर्स कैपिटल, ऑल दिस थिंग्स विल कम, ठीक है. सबसे पहले याद रखना है डेटर कौन होता है. हु इज अ डेटर? The person who takes the goods from you, goods taken without making payment, without making payment, that is called as a credit purchase. और दूसरा, ठीक है, दैट इज कॉल्ड क्रेडिट परचेज. नाउ नेक्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट है क्रेडिटर के बारे में याद आना चाहिए, ठीक है. दैट इज गुड्स bought by us without making payment, without making payment, ठीक है. ऐसे दिखेगा टीचर्स बोर्ड पे, BR, BP. इट मीन्स इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ बिल्स रिसीवेबल and this is called as a bills payable, ठीक है, bills payable. And another thing is that, ठीक है, another thing is that like accounts करके they finish like this. What do you mean by this? This is called as an account, okay. Next, sometimes they will use a word called as a DR. जब वो DR use करेंगे, don't say it's a doctor, right? So DR is also not a debtor. DR is called as a debit. It's a way to show the notations. CR is called as a credit. क्योंकि अगर if you open the book, if you open any book, ऐसे करके अगर बुक को ओपन करोगे, ठीक है, तो उसका एक राइट हैंड साइड होगा, एक लेफ्ट हैंड साइड होगा, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड एंड राइट हैंड साइड होगा. It is not possible to call left hand and right hand. Therefore, they have changed the name into debit and credit. It's a Latin word, but detra and tetra. Detra means लेना है, देना है, ऐसा करके उसका मीनिंग है. ठीक है? So that will be taught in the class whenever the faculty is going to tell you that what is a debit, what is a credit. वो सब बोलने के बाद ही they will teach you the subject. That time they will use all these transactions which I have been using. So get yourself prepared and do the subject with enthusiasm and give a respect to the subject. Okay? And this is going to play a very important role, not only for them to say that, not only for them to say a business person or an say the profession. It is one of the essential subject which is required for the society as a whole. Okay, so when you read this, when you make your base clear, I'll tell you one thing. Later, the people are coming from the science background. They will be thinking that they cannot do the CA, they cannot do the MBA. Okay, so they stop themselves with an say BSc. BCom. Right? No, don't worry about that. You can enter into a CA. You can become a CA. Okay? So one day thing is that starting में जो base अच्छा बन जाता है, ठीक है? That person can do it without any fear. Without any fear. ये क्या किया था मैंने? क्या लिखा था? कुछ नहीं किया आज मैंने. ठीक है? जो मेरे आसपास जो हो रहा है ना, that is what I am writing. That is what I am writing. Okay? And now suppose if I tell you like this, Harshit is disturbing the class. ये भी एक ट्रांसैक्शन है. Harshit is disturbing the class. No. Is there any monetary is there? Any monetary is there in this one? No. There is no monetary is there. But he has lost the knowledge. Okay? He has lost the knowledge. जब समझ में नहीं आ रहा था, ठीक है, you should not chat. Okay? But you should ask question. Ask a question through chat. Okay? Let it go public. Let the people see this thing. What you people are doing inside the classes. were doing, there is few, 2-3 students that they had just misbehaved inside the class. Okay? And that will disturb the others as a group, as a whole, it will going to affect. ठीक है, आप लोगों को पता है, अच्छी तरह बताएं कि क्या है सब्जेक्ट. ठीक है, but there are some learners are here in this group. Keep it one thing in mind. ठीक है, keep it this in mind. आपको ये माइंड में रखना जरूरी है. There are some learners are here. See, this is a very difficult to teach through by this mode. Okay, the subject cannot be taught like this. It requires a discipline from everyone, including me also. I'm telling you, including me. It includes me also. मेरे को भी इंक्लूड करता है इसके अंदर. तो जब भी पढ़ोगे, आगे कोई भी फैकल्टी आपको टीच करेगा, ठीक है, डोंट चैट इनसाइड द क्लास लाइक दिस. ठीक है, डोंट चैट इनसाइड द क्लास लाइक दिस. Fine? It will disturb the other student. It will disturb the other student. Okay? You are going to study in an institution, okay, which is considered to be the best in the IP university. Which is considered to be a very, see, I'll tell you, we have got so many faculty members are there. They are highly literate people. Highly literate people. You try to understand. उनसे बल्कि क्या करना चाहिए? उनसे नॉलेज ग्रैब करना चाहिए. याद रखो, उनसे नॉलेज ग्रैब करना, ताकि जो भी आपका बेस बनेगा, that will help you in the long run. That will help you in the long run. Now, I'm looking into it. Now, I'm watching a few guys, what they are using and what type of words they are using inside the class. Everything I know it. But when you are sitting in my class, you will realize what type of a faculty I am. ठीक है? एक बात बताता हूं, मैं जो पढ़ा हूं वो आप पढ़ भी नहीं सकते हो जिंदगी में. You know what is my qualification is? Look here. My qualification is MCom, FCMA, PGDM, PGDFM, I'm an MBA, I'm an double MPhil, I'm an MPhil in Commerce, I'm an MPhil in Management, I'm a PhD in Finance. ठीक है? आप उस आदमी से ये सब्जेक्ट पढ़ रहे हैं अभी आज. ठीक है? बुक इज अभिनव. बुक you go with 11th standard for the time being. 11th standard T.S. Grewal. Bookkeeping and accounts. आपके पड़ोसी कोई होगा या फ्रेंड्स होगा, ब्रदर होगा, उससे ग्राफ करके इस बुक से पढ़ लेना. स्टार्टिंग पढ़ना. That too, you should talk about and say that first chapter and then second chapter. उससे ज्यादा नहीं पढ़ना. उससे ज्यादा नहीं पढ़ना. You should not study. ठीक है? Okay, Abhinav? You're not supposed to study more than this from this book is. Then, prescribed book is Maheshwari. Maheshwari or PC Tulsiyan. Okay, PC Tulsiyan. Check from website. Check from website. Okay, of our college. Check from website of our college. ठीक है, go to academic and then go to BBA. If you go to BBA, there is a, if you scroll down, there is a PDF file is there. Sorry. PDF file is there. ठीक है, open the PDF file. ठीक है, 11th क्लास की बुक में है. यस हर्षित. ठीक है, ऑलराइट. प्रथम जैन सेज कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है सर. You are playing. Okay. So, I wish you all the best. And welcome to Gibbs family. Let us start our accounts class. Start our accounts class. Friendly with each other. Friendly with each other. All right? Okay? Is it fine? See you in the regular class.